1 year ago today, Undertale came out on PC. So today I wanted to look back and see how Undertale had affected me on a personal level, what I feel about the game a year later, and the general thoughts I've seen around the internet. It all started with a demo.
I'm Flowey the flower. You're new to the underground, aren't ya?
I found the demo of Undertale a long time ago. This video was posted in May of 2015, but I believe I found the demo quite a bit before that. I don't even know where I found the demo or what drew me towards it. Probably the fact that I was playing a lot of RPG Maker games at the time and it looked like perhaps it was another one. No one in my chat during the live stream knew what it was or what to expect. Needless to say, it went down really well, and because none of us knew what to expect, everyone was along for the ride, and because of that, everyone was invested to see what else this demo had in store for us.
Do you smell that? It's the rock.
But what really got us invested was when the demo teased Undertale's little gimmick.
Hang on, what? No, wait. I want to just check something. No fucking way! It knows I killed it last time! Holy shit!
To have that purely unknowing experience with the game like that was what told me I was gonna buy this game on day one. It also encouraged us to do things differently.
But yeah, we're basically just gonna go through this right now and see what happens if we just talk to everyone and not worry about actually ever fighting anything. Which now we thankfully know how to do proper.
We played through that demo about 6 times probably. That's not to say that everything that happened in the demo actually made it to the final game though. The file insertion and modification didn't make it into the final game. One of the things we loved about the demo was how much it messed with your mind. At first it was changing just the final image of a set of instruction images, to then when we did Genocide, changing every single image. Needless to say, we were interested. Roll forward to the 15th of September, 2015.
Undertale!
I did a live stream of Undertale, full pacifist, in short bursts over 3 days. I did this for a few reasons. One, I wanted to show off the game to let people know what it was about, to see if they were interested in buying the game themselves and enjoying it before I had a chance to finish the game myself. Two, because I didn't really want to go outside my regular streaming schedule anyway. And three, was actually more of an enhancement of one, because without certain events happening, I would not have had a chance to even play Undertale near its release. So, with that in mind, let's roll back a few hours before Undertale's release.
Ready? Here we go.
Due to some severe money complications around that time, I couldn't get anything. I was broke, actually in the negative. I was devastated, of course, about not being able to play the game, but in general, I just couldn't do anything. And a lot of us were looking forward to being able to just sit back and relax with a game after stressful days, and nothing could be done. So I just said this: I'm probably not going to get Undertale today or anytime soon. I'm not going into details why. I am sorry. And then something interesting happened. Now sadly, due to Twitter complications and a new account being the main, these replies no longer exist, but I actually got reached out to by Toby Fox, who was really only curious why I decided I wasn't getting it or couldn't get it. After quickly explaining my situation, just saying I was having some money issues, he just told me to check my email. Moments later, he sent me a copy of Undertale. Of course, I wasn't expecting this, it all happened so quickly. To him it was probably a simple nice gesture as a way of saying I hope things get better, but to me it really meant a lot. It was a light at the end of a pretty dark tunnel, and it's not to say things weren't going to get better, it was just a really shitty situation. But because of this kind gesture, we were able to play through the game, get immersed in its atmosphere and its characters and its story, and just have a damn good time. Undertale was my game of 2015. Did the events I just told you about affect that choice? Damn straight. But I also enjoyed what Undertale had to offer. The humor, its style, its simplicity yet complexity. It had replayability, really awesome music, and quirky retro graphics. That's like 200% my aesthetic. I hadn't felt this involved in a gaming experience since I was very young. To have the ending be so triumphant and so feel good, it really had a positive impact on a lot of things, really. But of course, with the positive comes the negative. And oh man, there was a lot of negativity. People started being very vocal about how much they disliked the game, and how much they disliked the attention the game was getting. And honestly, looking back, I think about half of those people were only disliking it because of how popular it was and how much people spoke about it. I personally believe that if you're going to judge a game, you should play it yourself to really get it. But that doesn't mean I don't understand what it can be like to keep hearing about something you have no involvement with and getting tired of it. Then there's the other side of the argument, the people that actually disliked the game for various reasons. And this is where the people who were positive about the game became a negative impact. It became really hard to identify which people were saying it just because they were spiteful and wanting to poke a bee's nest, and which people actually had legitimate reasons for not liking Undertale as much as everyone else. Not even saying that it was bad, but just having nitpicks with it was enough to make the hardcore fandom go absolutely insane. And this just started a never-ending trend, to the point where the people complaining about the fandom that wouldn't shut up about the game were actually louder than the people that wouldn't apparently shut up about the game. It was a never-ending back and forth. Well, until it ended a couple months in. So why? Why is Undertale my game of 2015, and why do I remember it fondly now? It was the right game, in the right place, at the right time. I enjoy RPGs. I enjoy the way the characters were written. The game's graphics were nostalgic, and the soundtrack was beautiful. It hit all of those points so perfectly for me, and that's why Undertale was the best game of 2015. Wait! No, it wasn't. It was my favorite game of 2015. Hell, one of my favorite games ever. But is it the best game? No. No, it's not. A common factor I learned while seeing people talk about this game is a lot of people didn't seem to differentiate between their favorite game and the best game. When it comes to something being your favorite, that can actually be very situational with something like this. Even as simple things as how you've been feeling that week, or even that day, or even that very moment you load up the game, as well as your expectations of maybe what you've heard prior, or if you haven't heard anything at all. Whereas if you look at this game in a best ever, it really doesn't hit the marks. And those marks are often stuff that you'll hear from people who just have casual nitpicks about the game, or maybe just don't like it because of its genre, or the fact that the characters don't hit home with them. The NES-like graphics are going to be a problem for some people. Hell, some people may go as far as to say, I like RPGs but wasn't expecting a bullet hell system. And I feel like it was because of that lack of differentiation between the best and their favorite, which made people feel like they needed to defend the game, but in a way that used the wrong wording. How dare you attack the best game ever? It might be the best game ever to certain people, maybe if it checks all of those boxes on your list, but again, that's an entirely personal list. That's not going to apply to everyone. The best game should be a game that is able to hit as many people as possible. And I'm not saying that Undertale couldn't have done that, but it was almost designed not to. Though to say Undertale hasn't positively affected the gaming industry, in my eyes would be a downright lie. It's also brought us so many amazing things from various artists, like amazing artwork, and some really, really good soundtrack remixes. And it still does. Even to this day, many creators still draw inspiration from Undertale, its music, its stories, its characters. And it goes to show that Undertale is a game that people will remember for a very long time. So, here's to a year of Undertale, for a game that a friend of mine swore that it would die out within a month. It may fade into obscurity once again, but that will probably take a long time, and I intend to be there for the ride. But I'd love to know what you thought of Undertale. Did you really enjoy it? Was it one of your favorite games? Or was it not for you? Or did people going on and on and on about it just get you annoyed? And if for some reason you haven't played it before, I do encourage you to at least check it out. Do some research, see what you think. I know this isn't the kind of video I usually make, but I wanted to give time to Undertale on its special day to reflect on what the game has given to me and what I feel like the game has done in general. But either way, thank you for listening. Thank you, Toby Fox, for your generosity and for making the game. I feel like I'll play through the game at some point, not for the channel, maybe a stream, but more for myself, and then let it fade off into obscurity. Except for the fact that I have a ton of friends that can't stop talking about it even today, so I doubt I'm going to forget anytime soon. Thank you for watching. Throw us a like if you enjoyed. Tell me what you think about Undertale, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Okay, thanks, bye.